Hi and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Monday evening. Hope you had a lovely weekend and you're looking forward to a nice week ahead. Our theme today is balance, which of course can mean so many things. Balancing ourselves on the mat can be a challenge, but also bringing balance to our lives and to our minds. So let's play with that as we go through. If you did Friday's practice, there's quite a bit of repeat in this practice, but it's developed on a little bit more than Friday's one. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. As always, throughout your practice, listen to your body and only do what feels right for you today. So let us begin our practice lying down. Letting your legs come out long, your feet flop out to the side. Just relaxing the body, softening, releasing any tension, and giving yourself permission to slow down. Letting go of your day and all that's going on in your life. Letting go of your roles and responsibilities, your labels. Just bringing yourself to your mat. And zoning in on your sense of hearing, beginning to notice all of the sounds around you. The near and the far, the loud and the quiet. Let them all in, without identifying them. Noticing how sounds emerge from silence and recede back to silence. And begin to single out, amidst all those sounds, the sound of yourself breathing. Just listen to how you breathe without directing your breath. Just observe yourself breathing and listen to that sound. And then begin to direct your breath as you inhale through your nose into your belly, pause, and then exhaling through your nose, extending that exhale, maybe counting to yourself. Thinking about using the Yuji breath, or that warrior breath, victorious breath. Where you can imagine you're exhaling through a little hole in your throat. And you'll just begin to make that little oceanic sound. Taking 2 more breaths here like this. And then when you're ready, bending your knees, drawing your knees into your chest and hugging your shins as we just circle our ankles. First in one direction and then in the other. And then let the legs come on up and let's just begin to cycle those legs, encouraging them to begin to stretch out and open. And keeping that going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hugging the knees into the chest again. And then letting those feet come down onto the mat with your arms down by your sides. On your next inhale, raising the arms behind your head. And exhale, bringing them back down to the side. And continuing with that, synchronizing the movement with your breath. 3 more times. And then rolling over onto your side, making your way up to sit. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthening through the spine, knees bent. And then just raising the feet up, letting the arms stretch out, keeping a bend in the knee to just let the core begin to warm up. One more breath here. And then letting the feet come down as you swing around onto all fours and then step up to the top of your mat with your feet hip width apart. Standing up nice and tall. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, lengthening through the spine, making yourself as tall as you can possibly be. And let's go with a couple of sun salutes. So we're going to go quite quickly through the sun salutes today. But remember, you're just still warming up, so don't overdo the stretches. Just go with your body. So inhale, raising the arms up, palms together. Exhale, sweeping down, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stepping back. Exhale, rising up. Inhale through to your plank. Taking 2 breaths here. And then coming down, knees and feet.
chest and shoulders. And inhale into your cobra. Exhale as you push yourself up to tabletop. Inhale, lifting up into downward dog, pedaling your legs here. As you exhale, keeping going to just get those muscles stretching. And then when you're ready to come to stillness, taking 2 breaths here. Then inhale as you raise the leg out behind you. And exhale, stepping it through. Inhale to raise the arms. And exhale as you step up to your forward fold. Inhaling all the way up to stand. Okay, so you get the general gist of it. Don't worry about, oh, did I inhale in the right place? Did I exhale in the right place? That doesn't matter. Just flow with your breath, having the movement coincide with it. So I'm not going to talk about inhaling and exhaling. We're just going to flow through the practice. And you go at your own speed with your own breath. Raising the arms up and coming through to forward fold. Lengthen spine. And forward fold. Left leg comes back, rising up, low lunge, through to plank. 2 breaths here. And then making your way down onto your mat. Lifting up, cobra. Pushing through. Tabletop into downward dog. 2 breaths here. Raising that left leg up and stepping it through. Low lunge. And then taking it into forward fold and all the way up. And let's flow through it again. This time I'm not going to talk through it because I'm sure you know your sun salutes inside out and back to front at this stage. So we'll take it on either side, going with your own pace. Don't worry if you get lost, just take a glance at me and pick it up wherever I am. 2 breaths at the plank, 2 breaths at the downward dog, and the rest of the time just flow with your own breath. So enjoy it. So, well done. I hope you enjoyed that and you're feeling nicely warm now on this cold winter's day. And yeah, I think it's nice to do a flow just in your own time, in your own way, with your own breath. So hopefully you enjoyed that. So coming to the top of the mat, let's bring the feet hip width apart, standing up nice and tall. Once again, drawing the arms over the head, palms together, taking a bend over towards the left, letting that whole right side of the body stretch and open. Keeping the shoulders stacked on top of each other, dropping that left hand down onto your hip to deepen that bend. Keeping the shoulders stacked, gaze and chest looking forward and up. And then coming back to center, let's take it over to the other side. And letting that right hand come down onto the hip so you can deepen that bend, really letting that whole left side stretch and open. And coming all the way back up to stand. And from here, shifting the weight into the right leg, let's raise that left leg up. Flexing the foot, finding your length, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, letting the core help you, keeping a softness in the standing knees. We don't want to be locking the knee. And then from here, taking it into a tree pose. So if you can go directly into your tree pose from here, off you go. If not, of course, you can always let it come down onto the mat first. Keeping that left knee at a right angle, finding the length in the body. Maybe raising the arms up over the head and opening out your branches. Two more breaths here. And then, if you can again, go directly into holding onto the shin again. Do. And then gently releasing the foot down. Good. Let's take that on the other side. So, shifting the weight into that left leg, raising the right leg up. Holding onto the shin, flexing the foot, and then finding your straightness here and your stillness. Noticing all the little adjustments your left foot is making to help you with this balance. All little minor adjustments. And then taking it from here into your tree pose. Keeping that knee at that right angle. And then maybe opening out the arms. one more breath here. And then once again, holding on to the shin. Remembering to keep the softness in the left knee. And releasing the leg down. Well done. Good. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of balancing there. From here, let's bring the toes together and heels a little bit apart. Raising the arms up, palms together, raise the gaze. Bringing the hands down to the chest as you follow it with your gaze, centering the gaze, and having those elbows opposite each other, so nice straight line across both elbows. And then letting the hips move back as we lower down into a chair pose. And take a twist to the left. Trying again in this twist to stack the shoulders. And then coming back to center, rising up, let the arms come up, raise the gaze. And bringing those hands back down to the chest, sitting back into your chair pose once again, keeping those knees behind the toes as we take a twist to the right. And coming back to center, rising up and bringing the hands down to the chest. Good. And then from here, let's take it to the long side of the mat. So feet about 3 hips apart, bringing the arms into a T, toes pointing towards the front, softening the shoulders, engaging the core. Taking one more breath here. And then swiveling on this right foot, so it points to the front, turning this left foot inwards. Bending the right knee, so it's over the ankle. Let's rest the forearm on that thigh and draw the arm all the way past the ear for an extended side angle. Again, keeping those shoulders stacked on top of each other, so letting the chest look upwards. And then from here, bringing the hands down to frame the foot, twist that back foot, just swivel it so it faces the front, and raise the leg up. You can have the arms quite far in front. And then letting this left foot come down, but we want it to come down so that your feet are going to be hip width apart when it lands. So letting that left foot come down onto the mat. Maybe step your right foot out to the edge a little bit. Bending the right knee on the toes of the left foot. Rise up. High lunge. Let the left hand then come down onto the back of the left leg. Turn the right palm towards your face as you gaze at it. Let your body rotate towards it. And take a little back bend.
And then letting that right hand come down, gaze towards the front. So both hands are now behind you as you raise the gaze and chest upwards. And then from here, shifting the weight into this right leg, we're going to rise up into our toppling tree. So lifting that back leg up, letting the body just tilt forward and the arms come behind you. And then let the hands come down onto the mat, keeping that back leg raised. And step the left foot down with the heels now in line with each other once more. Draw the right arm up onto the thigh, left arm over past the ears for your extended side angle. And then let's rise up. Let the right hand come in front of you. Your left hand, just put it on your right shoulder and then draw it back as though you're drawing a bow and arrow. Letting the chest open here. And then turning that 2 feet to the front. Open the arms out into your star pose. So we're going to do the same again on the other side. Keeping those shoulders soft, engaging the core. And then spinning that left foot to face the back of the mat and turning the right foot inwards, bending that left knee so it's over the left ankle, and let's take it into our extended side angle. Keeping the gaze and chest looking upwards, shoulders stacked on top of each other. And then rotating the body, let the hands frame that left foot as you raise the right foot, right leg up. The hands can be a little in front of the left foot. Head pointing downwards. And then stepping that right foot down. Remember, we want the feet now to be hip width or a little more apart, keeping the bend in this left knee rising up to your high lunge. And letting that right hand come down onto your thigh, turning the palm of the left hand so it's facing you, drawing it back. Just allow the body to twist a little, rotating slightly to follow it. And then letting the gaze come to the front as both arms draw back, opening the chest for your back bend. And then taking it from here to your toppling tree, shifting the weight into that left leg.
as you raise the right leg up, letting the body look towards the mat. Arms behind you. And then let the hands come down onto the mat. The right foot come down with the heels now once again lined up. And lifting up into your extended side angle. And then coming all the way back up into your star pose. Good, let's repeat that on both sides, but we'll just do one breath in each pose. So taking a breath here, keeping that core nicely engaged, swiveling on the right foot, turning the left foot inwards slightly, bending this right knee for your extended side angle. Taking a breath here. And then letting the hands come down just in front of the foot as you rotate that left foot and then raise the leg up. Letting that left foot come down now with the feet hip width apart or more. Bending that right knee, rising up. High lunge. Left hand down, facing the right palm. Both hands behind, raising the gaze. Back bend here. Shifting the weight into the right leg as you draw the left leg up behind you, letting the body point downwards. Hands on the mat. And let the left foot come down, heels lining up, coming into your extended side angle. And back to your star. And on the other side, turning the left foot to the back, right foot turns inwards into your extended side angle here. And then hands on the mat as you raise the right leg up. Placing it down towards the right side of the mat to come up into your high lunge on the toes of the back foot. Right hand down, left palm facing you. And then both hands behind you, raising the gaze. Taking it from here to your toppling tree. Letting the hands come down. And the right foot come down as you lift up to your extended side angle. Lifting up here, both arms in a T, letting that right hand come on to the left shoulder. And drawing it back for your bow and arrow. And then turning that left foot to the front, back to your star. And then bringing the hands into prayer and stepping up to the top of the mat. Oh, my microphone has decided to jump off. Now, sorry about that. Okay, so from here, feet hip width apart, raising the arms up, sweeping them down, forward fold. And then stepping that left foot back, lining it up with the right heel, turning the right foot to the long side of the mat. So now we're in forward fold with our legs extended. And then rising up into our star again. Swiveling on this right foot, turning the left foot inwards slightly, raising, so this time we've got both our legs straight, raising the arms up, clasping the hands together, just take a little twist, so we're rotating our upper body, feeling the whole rib cage just rotate, and taking a nice back bend here as you gaze upwards. And bringing the back, just twisting it back to the front, if that makes sense. And let's fold forward over this leg, letting the arms come behind you. Raising the arms away from the body if you can. Letting each breath just help you get a little deeper. And then release the hands. Frame the foot and raise the leg up. And stepping that right foot up so it's beside the left, and you're in forward fold again. Stepping that left foot back, lining it up with the right foot. Let the body drift around. So again, we're in forward fold with our legs open and our body facing the long side of the mat. And then rising up to your star pose. And rotating this left foot so it's facing the back of the mat. Let the right foot turn in slightly, clasping the hands, raising the body and the hands upwards into your back bend. Keeping that rotation in the rib cage. And then just coming to face the front of the mat as you fold forward over this front leg and raise the arms behind your back. and releasing the hands, bringing them down onto the mat as you raise that right leg up. Then letting the right foot come down onto the mat. We're going to step back into a plank here. And then from here, just walking the hands back towards the feet, letting the hips rise up, coming all the way down as you let the feet come out, coming into a squat. Elbows against the knees, lengthening through the spine. And then letting the hands come down as you make your way down to sit on your mat, sitting up tall. And then taking this left hand out to the side, just drawing it across as you follow it with your gaze. Deepening the twist. And as you come back to the center, taking that left foot, keeping the right foot turned in, raising the left leg up, sitting up tall. And then letting that left foot come down onto the mat. It's out at an angle, holding onto the toes. And if you can lift your right foot up, do. So you're holding onto the side of the right foot while touching your left toe. Try to keep a length in the spine. And then releasing it down, coming back to sit with your legs crossed, sitting up tall. Let's take this right hand, bringing it out to the side, following it with your gaze as you draw it behind you. And coming back to the center as you draw that left leg in and raise the right leg, sitting up tall. And then letting that right leg come down onto the mat, holding onto it with your fingers, and if you can, raise that left leg up a little bit, holding onto the outside edge of it. And releasing it down onto the mat, drawing both legs back up so you're sitting with your knees bent. And let's hug those shins, rounding the spine. And then lowering yourself down onto the mat, hugging your knees into your chest. And letting your feet come down onto the mat. Bringing those arms out into a T. Let the knees fall over to the left and the gaze to the right. And then taking it over to the other side. And coming back to the center, let the arms come down by your sides, palms facing upwards. And let the legs come out long, feet flopping out to the side. And thank you very much for joining me in this practice. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found some balance. And now, let's just allow the body to absorb all of that work as we relax, release, let go. Letting go your toes and the soles of your feet. Letting go the tops of your feet, your heels and ankles. Letting go your calves and your shins. The backs of your knees and the fronts of your knees. Letting go the backs of your thighs and the fronts of your thighs. Letting go your glutes and your pelvis. The whole back of your body, back of your rib cage. Shoulder blades. The front of your body, rib cage, chest, shoulders. And go your armpits, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists. Backs of your hands, the palms of your hands, and your fingers. Letting go the back of your head, the crown of your head, your forehead, eyebrows, eyes, cheeks, jaw, chin, lips and tongue. Whole of your body, just let it go. And take a little time here for gratitude. Gratitude for all that is good in your life today. And then let your attention go to your breath. As you inhale through your nose into your belly, pause, and then exhale. Each breath just drawing you in, closer to your inner self, your true nature. The Beauty of a Tree by Gabby Mack. Can there be anything more lovely than the beauty of a tree? Her leaves shimmering in the wind, dancing so gracefully. The strength of her mighty roots that grows deep into the earth. She's weathered every stormy gale for all that she is worth. Standing tall, resilient, with her branches lifted high, she refused to bow, to break or bend, but reaches upward to the sky. The beauty of the strength within, as she held her head up high, her strong, resilient spirit grew wings and learned to fly.